Hey guys, this is Mike from HonFam4. That's the name of my eBay store, and I thank you for joining me for another sales update for eBay for August 1st through the 15th, 2016. This is video number 24, and stick around to see the wide variety of items that I've sold. And I'm going to do the format a little bit different today. I'm going to be flipping back and forth between the list of items that I've sold and the actual item page because as many of you know, eBay doesn't show the offer that you've taken, and I've taken a few best offers on things just to kind of keep sales rolling along in the slow summer months. And then also the reason I make these videos is to just kind of show you what I've sold, what is selling, so you can get some ideas if you're new or a beginner. I make them to help people, not to boast about what I've sold, but just to show you the mistakes I've made and the money that I've made. It's kind of a nice side income, and anybody can do it. And the reason why I mention that is because my last video, I got my first thumbs down on that video, and somebody thought I was boasting, and I just want to make it clear that I'm not boasting at all. I'm just trying to show you what you can do, what sells, maybe how quickly it sells, and the mistakes I make. So anyways, here's my first mistake in my first sale. This was just a nice, cool, oversized mug, pottery mug, with the Scotland crest on it. Really cool. And the mistake I made is I sold it for $29.95 plus shipping, and it arrived broken in 4 pieces to the buyer. So they were kind of bummed about that. So was I. And the reason why it broke is because all my coffee mugs, what I do is I wrap them in bubble wrap, and then I create a triangular sort of makeshift box by wrapping cardboard in a triangular shape around them and then taping up the ends and then putting it in a padded flat rate envelope. The reason why I do that is to save money on shipping. It gets there fast, and I've never had a problem. I've probably sold about maybe 30 to 40 mugs this way and shipped them this way. Even one went to Hawaii with no damage at all. But for some reason, I guess maybe because this is pottery, it's a little more delicate. So going forward, I'm going to use a box and bubble wrap, and probably double wrap it with the small bubbles and the large bubbles. So big bummer. I think I paid a couple of bucks for this mug too, because I thought it was pretty cool. Next up, this is an old style mini mixing board, and it has like the area for the cassette tape, so it's an older model. I picked this up at a church sale for about $3 to $4, and I sold it for, I believe it's full price. Let me double check. Yeah, full price plus shipping. So that was a really nice sale, 60 bucks, and it sold in about 3 days. So that was a really good, I picked it up. There wasn't a whole lot at this church sale, and I thought, oh, people are passing it up because it looks like an old piece of technology, but old technology sells if you find the right buyer. So that was great. And then I decided to try baseball gloves. So I picked this up. It sat for quite a while, just an old mint. It was, a good quality brand, Louisville Slugger. And I believe I took a best offer. Let me double check that. Yeah, $27. So I took a best offer of $27, and they paid shipping as well. So, and I believe I paid $2 for this mitt. I usually try to pick up items for like $2 or under. Sometimes I'll pay up a little bit if I know it's something that I can make a nice profit on. And then, you know, sometimes I don't even look things up at a garage sale because it's sometimes, let's face it, it's a little awkward to be looking things up. And then if you've seen past videos, you know about the Keen cards. Always sell at least one per per period. Uh-oh, looks like I need to change my quantity available on this one. And then these are Doc Martens shoes, pretty popular brand, but for some reason these shoes sat for, I'm gonna say, at least a year. They had really nice slip resistant soles, and from the look of the soles it doesn't even look like they've been worn at all. And I believe I did take a best offer. Let me go back and check. That's why I'm flipping back and forth. $44.95 is what they sold for. So yeah, no best offer. I sold them for full price. So paid $2 for this pair and sold them for $44.95 plus shipping. Next, if you've watched past videos, you know about my lot of phones, old cell phones. Just like I said, old technology still sells. And this, I believe, is the last 16 gig version that I had. I'm running just about out of all these phones, but it was a really nice profit maker. I think I'm up like $1,400 profit on this box of phones that I purchased. So not too bad. And then these phones, I believe this one I paid like $14 for. Sold it for full price, $74.95. Alright, next item is and then I had this other box that I got for free of even older phones. This is a Samsung Galaxy S2, and I decided to, you know, fully functional, everything worked, it was in good shape. I tested everything, checked it on Swappa for the serial number to make sure it was okay to activate, and it was. So I put this one on auction, and let's see, I believe it's sold for full price. Let me double check that. Yeah, $49.95. Oh no, the thing is, I had it on auction with a buy it now of $49.95, and somebody took advantage of that and bought it for I guess they didn't want to wait till the auction ended, but people did start bidding on it. Had 3 bids on it, and somebody said, I'm gonna pull the trigger. So that was pretty nice. And that, I believe I paid, or no, that was a free phone, free into $50, free money. Who doesn't like free money, right? And then I occasionally pick up baseball caps, snapbacks, if they're interesting. I used to pick them up, a lot of them, but I only pick up ones that are like, you know, kind of interesting, kind of look vintage. This was just a Rice University embroidered cap, and did I take a best offer? No, sold it for $23.95. So that's pretty nice, and paid $2 and some change for that hat. Next up is I have a bunch of mugs that I bought from my local thrift store. Ended up paying 38 cents each after I think they were marked down. I've been selling them pretty consistently for around this price. I believe I did take a best offer on this guy, and yeah, I did. It sat for a while, so I took a $10 offer plus shipping. So just trying to blow them out. So 38 cents into $10 isn't too bad. And then here's another free phone that I had. Only sold it for $15.50. So you know, easy to ship. Threw it in a padded flat rate envelope, and that's that. Finally, so I scour the ads. Actually, I have an automated routine that sends to my inbox a digest email of all the things that are offered for free in my area. So a person was giving away motorcycle parts. So I said, yeah, I'll take them. I don't know anything about motorcycles, never owned one, but I figured somebody might want some motorcycle parts that needs them. And so I took them and listed them. I only listed 2 items, a tank, this gas tank, and a seat. And that was last month. And this tank was in pretty good shape. And so it sold, I believe I took a best offer of $150. Where am I? There we go. $150. I thought that was a pretty darn good offer considering I listed it for $169.95, plus they paid the shipping. So that was pretty awesome. Free to $150. So you can never. I wasn't sure how it was going to do. I took a chance. It's easy to take a chance on free, and then it came with these little plastic shrouds that go on the side, have the and then I disclosed that those things, they're plastic and they're kind of a little scratched up, but it's a dirt bike, so what can you do? A dirt bike's going to get scratched up and everything. So that was a super nice surprise. And the funny thing is, my wife picked this up, and the moment after she picked it up, we noticed there's a locking gas cap, and the owner said, hey, you know what, I forgot to give you the keys to the locking gas cap. And I said, oh, well, would you mind dropping them in the mail and I'll pay you the postage? And she said, no problem, I'll pay it. So not only did I get the parts for free, she paid to have the keys mailed to me. So how cool was that? Next up, another phone. Let's see. I believe this might be the same phone that I sold from before. No, I had 2 of these. I had 2 of the exact same Galaxy S2s. As I told you before from the previous one, this was free as well. I didn't think it would sell for this much, but maybe it didn't. Maybe I took an offer. Oops, where am I? No, it's sold for full price. So these were some really nice surprises. Next up, I got a couple of Sony PlayStation 2s. I paid $3 a piece for them. And like I told you, old technology still does sell. The person made me a $40 offer. I took it. And what happened is I showed the serial number in a picture. Let's see, where is it? Oh, maybe I did. Oh, okay, so the number is on here. It's really hard to see. But what happened is I thought these things were identical, but the person that got this PlayStation 2 told me that this particular one was the more reliable of the bunch of Sony PlayStation 2s, and the one I sent him was a different one. So he was pretty ticked off, and he said it was for his 8-year-old son, and he didn't want to go through the hassle of returning it. And I said, no problem. I'll send you the other one, and you can send me back the one that I sent you, the wrong one. And basically, he ended up living only 30 minutes from my house. So basically, I calmed him down, and I told him I will make it right. And I ended up driving the correct one to him, making the exchange in person, and then he was happy after that. But he did not want his 8-year-old kid to be waiting because I don't know, I guess he's impatient. I don't know. So this was a nice sell, $3 and $40. I guess minus the money I spent in gas, but it's all a business expense. So okay, here's another boo-boo I made. This was a cassette tape holder, like a one that mounts to the wall. And basically what happened is, I don't know what I did, but I put in the wrong weight when I first listed it, and it ended up weighing like twice as much and I think I put it in the wrong dimensions. I must have copied somebody else's listing. That's where I make my most of my mistakes. Is I get lazy, I copy somebody else's listing, and what ended up happening is the shipping ended up being like $18. So basically I made maybe $5 or $6 off this thing. I got it when I purchased a stereo from an auction, and it came with like 1,000 cassette tapes and like cases and like this wall mount and stuff. And so I ended up just trying to part everything out. So I mean, I only paid pennies for this, but still, I mean, I made a huge mistake. So lesson learned, moving on. Hopefully you can learn from my bad choices and lessons too. And here's another old cell phone that I had. I paid $6 for this, sold it for wait for it, oh, $54.95. I did sell it for that price. And I believe this was one of the previous two that got returned for one reason or another. I can't even remember, but I put it back on auction and it sold for $26. So that's why I wanted to wait till the end, till I show you what the totals were, because they are misleading. Because you know, the one mug that broke, so that was a loss. And then I wanted to deduct some of the things that were returned, and that will reveal that to you. And then last thing for this time period is the other part of the motorcycle parts. This was a seat that was in the box, and what did this sell for? Oh, I took an offer of $110 because I didn't pay anything for this. It was free. So that was a huge surprise. So as you can see, sales were not, I didn't sell that many things, but the prices on some that I got for some things were pretty decent. So let me switch to the screen that has the totals, and then we'll figure out my total for the 2-week period, as well as like an average price per item. So all right, so here is like the sales summary for the past 2 weeks, and as you can see, total sales for the past 2 weeks were $1,002.43, and that shows it's up 14% over the prior 2 weeks, which is great. Let me look at this time last year. I always like to compare it, see, you know, if I'm progressing from year to year. So let's pick August 2015. Okay, good. So I'm up 50% over last year at this time. So it's pretty good. But as you can see, that number, the $1,000 number, is a little deceiving because there were a few mistakes that I made with a broken mug that I mentioned at the front, and then the shipping on that cassette tape holder that ended up being like, I don't know, close to $18 or $20. It was crazy. And then also, as you know, that doesn't take into consideration the cost of goods sold. But I always try to keep that number way down, the cost of goods sold, because I'm trying to maximize profits. So anyways, that's what it is for this 2 weeks. Not too bad. There's a few tools that I started using that you might find useful as well for your eBay business. The first one is a Chrome extension. It's called eBay Sold For Price Show. That's a real tongue twister. Try saying that 10 times fast. Anyways, it's a Chrome extension, and basically you get it in the Chrome store. I did pay, I think, $7 for it. But anyways, it comes with an eBay and an Etsy Chrome extension that does the same thing for both. And so anyways, when you are looking through eBay listings in the sold listings, and you see a green slash through the price, and it says best offer accepted. Before, when you went into that, you would never be able to tell what the best offer was. Now if you click in there, if you look at the price, you see it moved it over, put it in parentheses, and then replaced it with the offer price that they accepted. So it happens like in a second. So watch again. If you go in there, see, it moved it over the original price, put it in parentheses, and then you have the sold for price. So that's pretty helpful when you're doing your research on your items, so you can see the actual price they sold for. And then of course there's an Etsy one, which I haven't used yet. And then the second tool is it's a website called Export Your Store, and basically it took I did a free trial, and basically it took 50 of my eBay listings and exported them into my Amazon store. And it was kind of cool because there's this mug that I had in my eBay store for like over a year, and all of a sudden it exported to my Amazon store and it sold instantly. I think I only made like $17. I think it was only asking that for this mug, but I was kind of leery of it because I don't have a complete white background. I know Amazon asks for that, so I'm not sure. And the thing is, they randomly select 50 of your items for you. So I know there's paid subscriptions. Let's take a real quick look at the pricing structure. So it's $99 for up to 1,000 items. So it cross-post lists on Amazon your eBay items. And I actually sold a really big item that I'm gonna hold off until my next video to show you, that has been sitting in my eBay store for quite a while. So I was pretty excited about this, but I wanted to share this. I'll have a link below this video for you to check it out. And that is about it, guys. So until next time, thanks for watching, and please consider hitting the like and subscribing. I appreciate it. Thanks. Bye-bye.